Jashili. He hit me up saying that you are an Errol Spence fan because if it was Canelo who avoided Ugas, you would have called him out for it and said he was ducking. You said he's not fighting Ugas because he got better fights and bigger fights. But if Canelo had bigger fights and bigger opponents, you would have pretty much called him a duck. He said Errol Spence is ducking. Canelo Alvarez is pound for pound #1. So to these people that making these type of comments and don't want to call in, let me go ahead and explain to y'all one thing. One thing for sure, you can never ever compare the two. You can't never compare Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez because Errol Spence got it out of the mud. Hard work and dedication. He had nothing and he became something. On the other hand, Canelo Alvarez was spoiled. He had a silver spoon. They pretty much handed him a title. Who was Errol Spence's first title shot? Against who? Kell Brook, where he went to the UK, fought in front of 30,000 fans, and knocked Kell Brook out. On the other hand, Canelo Alvarez, who did he fight for his first world title? A handout against Ricky Hatton. Brother, Ricky Hatton AKHi. He didn't fight Ricky Hatton. He fought his AKHi. At 147, he dragged him all the way to 154, a division he never fought at. He fought him for a vacant strap. You see the difference between the two? One man is silver spoon, the other one got it out of the mud. Canelo Alvarez, on one hand, he will fight a Rocky Fielding. And this question is pretty clear. Who did Rocky Fielding fight in order to earn a Canelo Alvarez title shot, for example, right? Who? Smith, who knocked him out in the first round? I challenge you to name me a guy that Rocky Fielding fought to a Canelo shot. But on the other hand, they're going to question Charlo, who fought Trout, who fought J-Rock Williams, and beat them guys. So all I'm pretty much saying is you got to call a spade because Errol Spence is calling out after a car crash the pound for pound #1 Terrence the Bug Crawford. He ain't a duck. He ain't about to avoid Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, two of the top guys in his division and the #1 pound for pound period, Terrence Crawford. On the other hand, Canelo Alvarez, it's been 5 years and he's been avoiding Andre, the WBO champion, and Charlo, the Lion, and he gave him his strap. This strap right here is realer than the one Canelo Alvarez have because it's not a French fries one. So, how can you compare the two? Canelo Alvarez, he always picks the weakest link. He won't fight Benavidez. He won't fight Caleb Plant. He won't fight none prime 175 world champions. He won't fight Andre. He won't fight Charlo. It's been 5 years. They've been calling him out, telling him, grow the cojones and fight me. They call him a puta. Charlo told him, I'll fight you in Mexico City, his own country that he from. However, he turned that fight down. On the other hand, Errol Spence went to a whole other champion country, Kell Brook, and beat him in his own hometown. They cut from two different cloths. And Canelo Alvarez, Charlo told him, I'm going to fight you in Mexico City. I'm more Mexican than you. And Canelo chooses to request a French fries title. And y'all want to compare the two. Y'all want to compare the two. Like I told y'all, all y'all Canelo fans, anybody can get it on some AP. Call in.
Anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
So, at least, at the end of the day, or at least tonight, facts over emotion. Execution over excuses. Canelo could make all these fights happen. Y'all claim he the money man. Y'all claim he the boss. If you the boss and Oscar De La Hoya ain't your pimp, then fight Andre. A guy on your own network that you've been avoiding for 5 years, that you fought Smith for his strap instead of his. Fight Charlo, who you gave him the freaking WBC strap, who was willing to fight you in Mexico City. How can you be pound for pound #1, which Canelo Alvarez claimed he pound for pound #1, but he's not even the #1 guy in his division. He was one belt removed from becoming undisputed and becoming the first Mexican champion to ever be undisputed at 160. However, he elected to not fight Andre and give Charlo the WBC strap in order to avoid him. But y'all want to claim that Errol Spence is avoiding Ugas when Errol Spence was the one that was actually giving Ugas props. He just said, hey, you got to put yourself in position. I fought my way to the top. I got it out of the mud. I'm not on some Canelo-ish, handing me titles and all that. That's not what I do. Errol Spence got it out of the mud to the position he got in today. So he a cash cow from hard work and dedication. He fighters coming off horrible performances in order to be a star. That's not how Errol Spence made it. And even after that, he's calling out Terrence Crawford, pound for pound #1 fighter. He calling out Manny Pacquiao, a better fighter than Canelo himself. He's calling out Danny Garcia, a top level fighter. Ugas is a good fighter, but he ain't better than Crawford. I'd rather see the Crawford fight than a Ugas fight, and I'm being sincere. You would rather see that fight too. You can't fight everybody. We want you to fight the best. That's what we want from Canelo. We want Canelo to be like Errol Spence. We want Canelo to grow the cojones of Errol Spence and fight people in Dallas, because he had the opportunity to fight Jermell Charlo, not Jamal, Jermell, but he elected to not do so and fight Crooklyn, who was coming off a 1.5-year layoff, instead in Dallas. And Golden Boy had to let Jermell Charlo out of his contract and go all the way to Al Heyman. They gave him up thanks to Canelo. So all I'm pretty much saying, facts trump any opinion any given day of the week. Like I always say, it was a great show having y'all. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these decafs, aka dumb casual ass fans that don't know ish about boxing, that want to speak my name in vain, but when it's time to pull up, they are a no-show. Like I told y'all, quit hating in the comment section, making me more money, and grow the cojones and call in, because anybody can get it on split decision. AKHi want all the smoke. I'm 500-0, and none of y'all decals got a cojones to call in. Like I said, for the people that don't know ish about boxing, quit ducking AKHi on split decision. For all these people with all these different channels that I don't even know who y'all are, I don't know who y'all lost to, call in and debate AKHi. Grow the cojones. I'm not going to hurt you physically. I'm going to hurt you emotionally, speaking the facts that you don't want to hear. Because facts trump any opinion any given day of the week. When the truth is spoken, the other side is nothing but a lie. I appreciate all my AKHis. I always talk about the decafs, but all my AKHis, y'all right here, you already know this is the boxing brotherhood. But at the end of the day, or at least the night, haters don't bother me. Haters amuse me. As soon as the show is over, y'all in the comment section talking all that crap, being keyboard warriors. But grow the cojones and debate AKHi instead of proving me right every single time. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take y'all out.